Hello, Scrapbooking Buddies. Debbie Martin here, and we're back for the March edition of the Savvy Scrapbookers. If this is your first time joining us, we take a paper pack and in stickers and embellishments, and we divide it up between the three of us, Nicole, So, and Donna Guess. You can find the links below this video so that you can go and make 6 pages with one paper pack, okay? Today we're using the Something Blue designer print paper and the Something Blue embellishments. So let's go ahead and get started. Because we did divide up the paper pack, I have 4 pieces of paper that I'll be using today. So these are what you're going to need to pull out of your pack. This beautiful white with the blue flowers on it, a green stripe. This one that's got like little geometric design in the back is like a gray, and the blue. So these two right here are going to be my background papers, so we can set those aside. And these are the 2 that we're going to be cutting up today. So we're going to do something fun with this one. And I know a lot of people haven't used this jumbo square frame. It's got all the wiggly stuff on the inside, but we're going to use it today. So we're going to start by putting it down. And we want it to get it as centered as possible. Doesn't have to be exact, no. Should it be close? Yes. So just kind of look, I've got about a 1/2 inch here, 1/2 inch there. Looks pretty close. So we're going to be using the red blade, and it's going to go on the inside. You want to make sure that there's 2 little feet on each one of the blades. You want to make sure that it's going inside in the track that goes all the way around, okay? Once you do, you want to give it a nice firm hold because we don't want it to move. And we're going to cut it. It gives us a beautiful frame. I'm going to switch over here and bring it back over here and just make sure we're getting it all cut. Just moved a smidge. Okay. Give it a little wiggle. It looks like maybe it didn't cut through somewhere. Oh, it looks like this corner down here. So, okay. That's looking pretty good. Okay, so now we're done with this. You move that aside. And we're going to cut this in half. So grab your trimmer. Okay. And I totally want the entire thing, just this part of it, to be in half. Okay. So we're going to leave that right there. And this was a 12 by 12 piece of paper, so we know when we cut it in half, it's going to be 6. Okay. So put that at your 6-inch line and give it a cut. Okay. Now we also want to cut this beautiful piece. So there's so many things that we could do with this. It could go on a page itself. But today we're cutting it on a diagonal. And we're going to be using this blue polka dot side. So I'm going to put it in here. Find a place on your trimmer that's going to be the middle. It doesn't have to be exact, no, so don't go crazy about that. But make it as close as you can get it, okay? You also got your sight guide lines on both sides if you want to bring that up. But that looks pretty good to me. We're going to give it a cut and set that aside. Now, we're going to cut our mats for everything, so then we'll put it together. So let's see, you can decide whether you want your lines going horizontal or vertical. I don't know that it really makes much of a difference, but I think that I'm going to just put it this way. So when we're cutting this, we're going to start with, we're going to do 1/8 of an inch. So 1/8, we need 2/8 of an inch. So here, I'm going to put this little thing right here for you. We need 2 strips that are 1/8 by 12. So we're going to put that right there on that gray line right there and give it a cut. Now we're going to need 1 more of those. So do that same thing again. Okay. Now we got those 2 cuts. We are going to do 6. These are going to be our mats. We're going to do 6 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. So let's bring that over here. 3 3/4 is right there. Okay. Then we're going to turn it sideways and we're going to do 3 3/4 again. 3 3/4 again. and 3 3/4 again. Okay, this is an extra little piece. You don't need that. We're going to pile our mats up. We're going to do that exact same thing one more time. So 3 3/4. Turn it sideways, do 3 3/4, 3 3/4, and 3 3/4. Okay, pile your mats up. Now we need 2 that are 3 3/4 by 5 3/4. So 3 3/4, let's just go ahead and get this that nice straight line right there. Okay, we don't need this little piece here. Now we're going to do 5 3/4. So right there. And 5 3/4 right there. Okay, we don't need this little piece. And we're going to set those aside. Perfect. Now we're ready to start putting it together. So when you're putting it together, you can decide which paper you like the best. I kind of played with it a little bit yesterday. You've got this beautiful gray, which is really pretty. The blue, kind of like the white. There seems like there's a little bit more of a contrast, but this is also gorgeous. Decisions. It's so hard. I don't know. What do you like? Let's put it this way, and let's play with it a little bit. So we have these 2 pieces that we cut first. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring those in, and we're putting them over here and putting them over here. Now, do we like it like this? That seems a lot of flowers on flowers. Or do we like it more like this? I don't know. I think I'm going to go with this. You know, it depends on what you're going to be using your pages for. If you're using them for like Mother's Day or spring, I'm just going to use pictures of me and my husband on a trip that we just went on. So I think I'm going to go just more of the blue with this. Okay. And then we've got our 2 halves that we cut, and we are going to bring those in just like this. Isn't that fun? Totally different looking page. Okay. So once you get it how you want it, let's go ahead and stick that down. Let's bring this over here. We also have this blue side. If you like, say you're not going to be working on anything where you need flowers or anything. Maybe you just want to go with the blue polka dot side. So personal preference, whatever you want. Let's reload. It never fails. I always have to reload my tape runner by doing videos. Murphy's Law. So let's go ahead and get that put down. We are going to put some frames in here, so that's going to be kind of fun. So put that in here. Do the same thing on this side. I hope you're enjoying the Savvy Scrapbookers videos, because we are enjoying doing them. Let me know what your favorite one so far was. We've been doing them a little over a year now, and they're just fun projects for all of us. We're loving it. Okay. Go ahead and stick this down. Now I'm going to center this so that it's literally about 1/4 of an inch from the top and the bottom, only because I'm going to want to do the same thing on this page. And this something blue, we actually chose this because we wanted to show you that you can use it for anything. It doesn't have to be just wedding. Okay, so for me, when I looked at this, I saw lots of rounded edges. So I felt like I wanted to corner round my mats. So here's our mats, okay? That's going to be personal preference, up to you. Let's go ahead and put these little strips down next, though. So think about that. Is that something you want to do? Do you want to corner round them, or do you like them straight? Now I'm just going to cover up this little edge right here, and it's just bringing a little bit of green into the page. Okay, let's do our other one. It just really pops when you bring that in, doesn't it? Yes, love it. Okay, so I am going to corner round. Totally up to you, but I think it's calling for corner rounders to me, so that's what I'm doing today. Okay, And I am going to corner round them all. Or at least, I don't know, let's play with it a little bit. Let's at least, because these little sections here are perfect for the corner rounding. Sometimes I don't corner round every picture. Let's put that one in over here. Okay, now we've got our mats. So these could come in and they don't have to be. We can put one here. Oh, we're going to want to put them the same direction though. And here and here. You know, do you want to put them over here? Do you want to have them centered? Totally up to you what you want to do. Probably want to have them about the same distance from the top and the bottom. I think I got a corner round, girls. I got to do it. Just got to do it. Now, if you were going to leave them all straight, I think you absolutely could. But I got to do it. So remember that you want to pop on over to Nicole Scrapbooks and Donna Guss, the Lazy Scrapbooker. The links are below this video. You're going to want to pop over there and get the other 2 videos so that you can make all the pages with this. I have seen their pages. Super cute. Super cute. Okay, I kind of like it like that. Maybe centered in that space. Once you get it how you want, let's go ahead and stick that down. These are easy because they're centered into that little opening that was like perfectly made for this. Okay. And pop that one in about right there. Do the same thing over here. And pop that in right there. Okay, so now we've got these. I think I just want to make sure they're kind of centered. Do we want them to be centered in here? Maybe into that opening space. Or we could bring them in. So many options. I don't know. I kind of like the shape of this. I think we're going to go like this. I think that's what we're going to do. You know what? When you're doing it, you can do whichever you like the best. Because just because I like something doesn't mean that you're going to love it. So you do whatever you like. Okay, so bring this in here. Now this one I'm just going to, if I'm bringing this over about 1/2 inch, I'm going to want to do the same thing and make sure I put the same direction. And that's about right. And do one more. And we are ready to put some fun pictures and some embellishments on this next. So let's go ahead. And I printed some pictures from our last little trip that we just went on. So I'm going to go ahead and stick these down. It's just me and my hubby. And we always, in January, we take a cruise with some of our friends. We got a whole bunch of friends that go. And here's what we're doing. We got pictures from that. And of course my phone is going to ring because, you know, I'm trying to do a video. Because that's what happens. And there's the picture of us before we got on the plane. And here's a picture of us on the ship. And let's do that. And now we're ready for some embellishments. Okay? So let's see what we want to do. I have, here's a little journaling box. I think I like that there a lot. And you could leave it as a journaling box if you want. Or I love this, you were always the one. So I kind of feel like, and he was always the one. So I kind of want to pop this up and give it a little bit of dimension. So let's put a couple foam squares on that. Okay. And I think I'll just cover that just like that. Let's do a little cluster up here. I have in my little stash to use here, I have this fun like frame. We could put it straight. Oh, I kind of like it on the angle. It's better together and a couple little flowers. I like it. Okay, let's stick it down. And we are almost done. Okay, let's just kind of center that. Let's pop up the better together. I think that would look kind of cool popped up. Few little foam squares on this. And maybe a little toward the top so we can bring in a little bit of some flowers with some green in it. It's gonna kind of accent the green that we have there. So let's just kind of throw that in there like that. And let's do a little something over here. We got this beautiful heart, and here's some more little leaves that we can add. I love the little flowers on this one. So let's go ahead and stick these down. Let me know what you think about something blue. Are you surprised that you can use it for something more than a wedding? I hope you are. And then we've got this love, 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 which I think I'm just gonna pop with some tiny little foam squares. I love the tiny little ones. Pop that up, and we are done. I hope you enjoyed doing this video today. Tell me about it. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think about something blue. I'd love to hear your comments on that. And look at us, all done in 16 minutes, a double page spread. So girls, make sure you go to watch the other two videos, and happy scrapbooking.